Ooh. Hello, everyone. It's good to have you all here. It's good to have you all here. So yes, this is class two, the second class in ship one. And if you don't know what ship one is, or let's say you're just hearing ship one for the first time, I believe you'd be an outsider if you're just hearing ship one. But this is the class for the art of setting and achieving goals. And this is the second class in the overall module and the overall modules or course curriculum. Uh, and yeah, this class we're going to be learning. You're going to be learning rather the importances of setting goals. So I'm going to be taking you through different importances of goal setting and just basically just simplify it as the things that you would see that would tell you or serve as indicators that yes, it is good to set goals. So the importances of goal setting, that's what this class is about. And they are many. They are many. So I'm just going to be giving you the important ones that you need to know. And you can also get the more detailed class. I mean, you can get more detailed class in the paid course, yes. So moving right into what you're going to be learning today, right into it. So the importances of goal setting are vast, like I had said, they're vast, they are many, and I mean, I can't exactly say it's one thing because it's not just one thing, but I'm going to be giving you about five ways to understand how important it is to set goals. And the first that I'll be giving is that goals provide direction and focus. So if you remember the explanation that I gave in the first class. Yeah, I think I gave it in class one and in class two as well. I'm pretty sure I'm giving those explanations. Is that whenever you set a goal, there is naturally the instinct in you that tells you that you need to constantly work on getting that goal to come to life or to come to pass. So goals help you to set direction and focus in the sense that you know where you are heading to, you know what you're aiming to get. And then you're able to build focus because obviously you get focused on the things that you have set to be achieved. So goals help you to gain direction and to gain focus. So when you have like a clear understanding of the path that you're supposed to be on, you're then able to focus on that path and steer your ship on that course, all right? So that's how goals provide direction and focus for you. So if there's been a time when you realize that you set a goal, like you set your mind to achieve something, it could be as simple as what? Let's say it can be as simple as going out to get something, and that thing was very important to you, and getting it done just made you feel so fulfilled, and it made you feel like you're on the right path. Like if there has been a time like that, that's the time when you felt joy from achieving the goal that you have set. And even though if you've had that experience, feel free to share in the comments. It's going to be really great to hear. So in times like that, you get to see how just planning to get one thing done can link into or can lead you into having 3 to 5 things done. Because by the time you're just trying to do one thing, you figure out that there are many other things that need to be done to make that one thing possible. And the way you build direction and build focus throughout that journey is just so important. And it's very interesting. Uh, I use the word interesting when I want to say something uh, that you might find controversial. But then it's very interesting to see how many people lack focus. To be very honest, some of the problems that you're facing right now is just lack of focus. If you're able to say you want to focus on one thing and do that thing right, you will get it done. You'd get it done. And sometimes another reason why you are losing focus is because you're trying to do a couple other things with it. Let's say you're trying to do five things at a time, and there's no harmony around those five things. Those are five different things. So you're studying to be an engineer, you're studying to be an accountant, you're studying to be a caterer, you're studying to be what a stylist, and then you're studying to be a stylist. But a hairstylist, and you want to be a fashion designer as well. There's no harmony surrounding all these things. Okay, so let's just say you're doing engineering. Okay, there's civil engineering, there's technical engineering. There's architecture. These things are like linked together because from building or, I mean, from creating blueprints for constructions, you're able to also go through the processes of drilling the ground, setting the foundation. So one skill links into another skill. But because you're trying to do different things, at the same time, you have little to no profit, little to no result. And then it makes you look like someone who doesn't know how to do it right. So sometimes it's because you're trying to do a whole lot together and you're not, there's no harmony, there's nothing bringing it, like bringing them all together. So that's something that you really, really need to fix. Okay. Then I think I mentioned that yes, also when you're doing things without having adequate knowledge. So you need to understand that if you're trying to get something done, you need to build knowledge. You need to gain a lot of information about that thing before stepping into it. Because oftentimes it's ignorance. You just go into it, you don't have enough information, you don't know exactly what to do. And that way you're not focused because you're like, eventually you're like, "Ah, I just want to leave this thing, I don't want to do it again." You're like, I don't want to do it again because you feel like it's not making sense. So it's like a make it make sense situation because you're like, nah, this stuff is not making sense at all. So, these are ways that you get affected. And these are little things, little but important things that affect your drive and affect your focus. But when you're able to focus on one goal at a time, you know that you have everything together. You have all your stuff together. Like all of you just linked to achieving that one thing. So yes, if you've been struggling with putting your plans together, just find one common goal, something that makes everything make sense, or something that is common amongst everything, and just paste it, like find it, copy, paste it there, and wrap your head around it. So that's how you'd be able to get help for yourself and help yourself just focus on achieving that goal that you want to achieve. How do you find that? Do you find that relatable and understandable? Let me know in the comments, and if you have questions, feel free to use the question form, and we can ask here, ask as well. Right, so I'm going into the second importance of goal setting, and this second importance is motivation and inspiration from your goals. So when you set and achieve a goal, you feel a sense of motivation and a sense of inspiration. And this is linked together because it's like, I think I shared an example. Okay, let me not give you the example in the course. Let's just say you're trying to earn $1,000 at least in a week, and you're like, okay, I can do this. It's a goal, and I know what to do to make it work. And then you go ahead and then you're successful at it. That's great. That's a great thing. And let's just say you now feel like, oh, I've achieved this a lot. I feel like I can do better. I feel like I can achieve much more. And then you set a bigger milestone for yourself of achieving or of earning 5,000 in 2 weeks. And then you're like, yes, I did that. So the feeling of, or let's say the motivation you got from achieving that first goal is the same motivation that pushed you. I mean, it even doubled or tripled or even quadrupled. It just pushed you to achieving a bigger goal. So, yes, when you find that you've achieved one goal that makes sense to you, that's so important to you, you find that you're motivated to achieve another, you're motivated to do much more. That's it. So if there is something that you remember right now that has helped you before, like something that let's say a motivational story that you heard, or something personal to you, as you know, sometimes you may not have a particular thing to motivate you that comes from you, but you can get motivated by listening to other people and understanding how they got their own goal achieved. That is something. So when you have that, just dwell on it and begin to think of ways that you can. Oh, the light. Just give a few minutes to for the power to be restored. This is a perfect time to crack an Ojuju joke, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so let's just hold on. It's being sorted. Hope this doesn't take so long. I mean, I can as well keep teaching, but the last time this happened, I actually kept on teaching. But right now, everywhere is just so dark to continue. I'm gonna go take a look. All right. Nepa's got nothing on us. So yeah, we just had to top up. They just had to top up the fuel in the power generator. So yes, I stopped where uh, yeah, where I was sharing how that you can get motivated from a past goal that has been achieved by you. And it just makes sense. So, if at all you don't have a personal experience, something that can motivate you, you can definitely learn from people who have experiences in achieving that. So, this would have been a perfect time to share a personal goal that I had achieved. But think about it. But it's just know that whenever it is that you've achieved something, even if it's something little, even if it's something that looks little, even if it's the littlest of things to you. And sometimes the things you consider little are not so little. But then just take that as an example that it means that you can achieve better things. It means that you can do greater things. Okay. So another way that goal setting helps you. And let's say another way you can see the importance of goal setting will be in measuring your progress and your success. So, in measuring your progress and your success, it's this is where you get to understand how important it is for you to see certain changes on your journey or in your journey of setting your goals. So there's something that I said in the course. I said set your success metric. So make sure that you always set something that seems like or that acts as an indicator for you. So, for example, now if you're trying to become better at working on anger, let's say you want to work on anger, or you want to work on, and let's say another thing like selfishness. You want to work on anger, you want to work on selfishness, you want to become a better version of yourself in those areas. What would be one way you would know that you stopped getting angry, or that you are better at managing your emotions? Anger is actually an emotion, okay? So, what will be one of the things that will make you understand that you've gotten better at managing that emotion? Sylvia, why are you deleting your comments? But, anyways, moving on. So, an example would be, so let's just say I would, if it were to be me, an example for me would be, oh, I would stop getting angry when someone steps on my feet in traffic. Or I'll stop getting angry when someone calls me a name that I don't like. So instead of getting angry, I would explain to the person and say, oh, I actually do not appreciate you calling me this name. I don't think it's appropriate to who I am and who I'm trying to become. I'd rather be called this. I would understand that, oh, I'm beginning to actually not just stop or reduce the way I get angry, but set boundaries as well. So that would be my own success metric. So for you, what would it be? Oftentimes, you let people design your own success metric. That is something that I'm not doing in any of my trainings or in any of my courses. I'm not trying to design or structure your own success metric for you. The reason is because everyone is different. Everyone is unique. Everyone has different aspects of their lives, different things they have gone through, different things they're trying to achieve. I don't know where everyone is coming from, but I can surely take them to where they need to be. So you need to actually sit with yourself and then begin to ask yourself questions. This is the reason why I always ask you to journal whenever you're here. So you need to always make sure that you're writing things down as you see or hear something that reminds you or tells you about yourself. So when I'm saying set your success metric, you should begin to think of ways that you would begin to know that, oh, yes, I've achieved this goal. This is something that is very important for me to see. This is like a change that's important for me to see when I am setting or in the process of achieving my goals. I mean, in terms of achievement now. So, one of the ways you know that you've achieved a particular goal or you are in the journey of achieving that goal is that you've already, I mean, you're beginning to see changes from the metric you have set. So don't use another person's metric. Don't say, oh, you want to be like this person, so you have to be doing everything like the person. Or you saw something on social media and it tickled your fancy, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this for a long time. What matters to you? What is something that is key to you? Okay, and you really need to recognize that and just set it. It is yours. I mean, you own it. Just set it for yourself, right? I think at or in the first class of ship one, no, in the onboarding, yeah, in the onboarding, I shared an example of a success metric for me. I shared an example for me that, oh, at the end of this class, this is what I want to see, or even in the process of the class, this is what I want to see. So that's a success metric for me. That's how I would measure a part, like an inch part of the success of this free training for me, right? So, what is your own success metric? What is something that you want to see at least one thing. It should be more than five even, but there should be at least something that you're thinking of right now. If truly you are present with yourself, except you're distracted or something, which I do not advise. So, what is that one thing that you want to see? Make sure that you write that down, and you can also set out some space to write out certain metrics that you want to see, certain things that you want to define uh, your success, right? So that you know that you're on the right path. Okay, so these are four ways that you can understand the importance of goal setting through providing direction, through providing focus, through providing motivation, and then inspiration. So, for inspiration, your goals help you to want to do more. They help you to want to become better. They help you to want to improve a lot of things about you. So, they inspire you to become better, they inspire you to be stronger, they inspire you to correct your mistakes and to just do a whole lot. You know, you can be a major inspiration to yourself, or a part of you can be a major inspiration to yourself. Okay, next, I'm going to be telling you how you can measure your progress and your success. Now, I think this is where I'm going to be wrapping up for today, measuring your progress and your success. Now, remember when I said you have to set your success metric? That is so important, and that is the number one way or the number one step that I'll be highlighting. So, setting your success metric not only helps you to have a sense of focus, it also helps you to understand how to calculate your progress and your success. And you should understand that goal achievement is in stages. Goal achievement is in stages. So you don't have all your goals achieved at once. You don't have all of the success at once. So number one, set your success metric. Number two, understand that you do not have all your goals achieved at once. You achieve them one step at a time. It's always one step leading to another step leading to the next leading to another. That's how it is. So you're not going to rush one process just because you're trying to hop into another fast boat. No, 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 no. Relax. Like even Usain Bolt took steps. He took steps before he became, popularly known as the fastest runner in the world. So you really need to calm down and understand that these things are in steps, they are in processes, and embrace every of the process. Now, three is in measuring your progress and your success, you should learn from every experience. This is one thing that you really need to take very, very, very seriously. You should learn from your processes. I was sharing with someone earlier this week that oftentimes people don't process things. You don't relax, you don't process occurrences, things that have happened to you. You need to relax and process them, because when you process them, you realize how they happen in the first place. You realize what you need to do to make sure that they do not happen anymore. So, are you taking time to process feelings, experiences, moments, or are you just telling yourself, "Hey, let's have it, let's have it, let's have..." No, you need to really, really calm down and process everything, process that emotion, that heartbreak, that pain, process the absence of someone, process loss, process joy, process love, process hatred, process anger, process everything. Okay? Everything needs to be processed. Everything needs to go through some sort of reformation, some sort of refining in your mind. You need to take time to process these things. So if you don't even take time to sit with yourself, how would you even know if you're on the right path to achieving your goals or not? If you're successful or not? How? Tell me. How would you know? It's quite impossible. So you need to be sure that you're processing uh, your goals, you're processing everything it is that you need to process your emotions and the person you're becoming specifically when you're achieving those goals. So you need to understand that you're becoming um, different people, yeah, per time and per season. You're becoming a different person per time and per season. And it's so important that you understand that, because if you don't understand it, you feel like you are failing yourself. You feel like you're failing yourself. There are certain instances where I've experienced these things, and in the past I would have this experience, and I feel like I shouldn't be having this experience now. I shouldn't be having these setbacks. I shouldn't be having this. I shouldn't be going through this. Sometimes it just really like puts me off. But then I'm like, I'm learning from this. This is actually making me strong. This is actually making me more wield. This is doing this and that to me. And I'm like, I think I kind of like it. And at the end of the day, I appreciate those moments because they eventually become times of blessings to me. But initially, when they started, I didn't recognize that, oh, this is a blessing in disguise. Sometimes you pray for blessings in disguise, and when the disguise comes, and when the blessing comes in disguise, you're like, I don't like you, get away. So you really need to calm down, understand all these things, and look at the who you are becoming in the process. Like, understand who you are becoming. Are you becoming stronger? Are you getting weaker? Is there something you're seeing that you need to work on? Like self-reflection, I always say, is so key. Is so key. So you need to understand the who you are becoming and what you need to do. Right. And always seek feedback as well. Seek feedback. Understand that sometimes you can speak to someone, you can speak to your coach, you can speak to your accountability partner, you can speak to your friend, someone that you know is reasonable and can guide you. Speak to someone that you know you can speak to, especially in times when you feel like you're stuck or there's something that you can do better. So always make sure that you seek feedback. That's number four. That you seek feedback and you always let someone help you. There's one song that says, "Let somebody love you." Let somebody help you. Seek help. It's so important. And I've been saying this for years that it's actually a, a strength to ask for help. It's a strength, it's not a weakness. I mean, the world society has, I mean, they might have reformed the whole thing to make it seem like whenever you ask someone for help, it's because you're at the receiving end and you need something that they can give you. But how about we change the narrative, we change the lens? How do we see this thing? You're strong. You're so strong. When you ask for help, you're so strong. The moment you realize that you needed to be here, you needed to either take this free class or take the course, it's a strength realizing that this is something that you know can get better. I mean, even though it's not that bad, even though you're not that bad at setting goals, or you feel like you're not that bad, you're not terrible, you're not the worst out there, you still feel like something or a few things can be better and that you can do it. You can do all it takes to be better. That is something. It's a strength. Sometimes you just need someone to help you break these things down and to change the narrative for you so that you don't go all out thinking that you're one weak guy, one weak lady, and you don't know what to do. You actually do know what to do. And you actually do have the strength to do great things. Okay? And the fifth thing I'll be sharing would be, I think I've shared measuring your success. Yes, the fifth thing that I would be sharing as part of the steps would be to reflect. Yes, reflection and adjustment. Now, the reason why I'm saying reflection and adjustment, why I'm adding this, is because oftentimes I feel like your goals shouldn't be adjusted. I feel like, oh, if you set a goal, you can't exactly change something about the goal. And I corrected this when I spoke about misconceptions. Yeah, misconceptions in goal setting. Yeah, when I mentioned your goal, you feel like your goal must be big. If it's not big, if it's not scary, if the goal is not making your heart pump, 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 it's not yet a goal. And I think I also shared that you feel like you cannot go back and make corrections to your goal. Yeah, something in that line. So this is like an extension of it. So you should always make sure that your goals uh, are adjustable. All goals are adjustable, but make sure that you put that, like you carry on with that mindset. So you put on that mindset that, oh, even if I have set this goal, it's adjustable. If something is not working, or if you figure out that you don't have enough resources to get one thing done, adjust it. Push it till next 2 months or the next 3 months when you realize that you can make the goal come to pass. Postpone it. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Just make sure that you're not giving up on it or you're not feeling like you're not enough, like you can't do it. Okay? So make sure that your goals are adjustable. You're not looking at your goal and like, I'm not gonna do this one. Nah, I don't think I can do this one. I think I'm gonna give up on this one. No. Rather just figure out what you need to adjust, figure out what you need to reduce, figure out what you need to increase, and just focus on them one step at a time. You will get there. You will get there. In fact, you're there already. Okay? You're literally there. Oh, ready. So yes, these are the importances of goal setting. These are ways that goal setting would help you stay focused, stay driven, and just understanding these things just reforms the way you think about it. It really just changes a whole lot of things about how you think about goal setting. And let me know how this was for you. What are you going to do differently? Write that down. What am I going to do differently? So, Sylvia, what are you going to do differently? Write it down. By the way, you have an unanswered question because you're not in the Q&A class and I did not take the question. So, until you are there. So yeah, we're gonna be having our next Q&A class on Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna have this one on Thursday. Yeah, I was recuperating a whole lot last week. Still recuperating this week, but I'm much stronger. You can tell that I'm not sipping water here and there. My throat is not as dry anymore. So I'm telling myself, welcome back, 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 back. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be having the question and answer session on Thursday. So you here in Ship One, go and write your questions for this class. If you have questions, observations, things that you're not so clear about, ask them. Like I've already said, the live class is going to be the educative class, and obviously I'm trying as much as possible to not make it as interactive because there's this thing in me that wants to hear from everyone. But I'm gonna hear from everyone on the Q&A session. And yes, that's where we're also going to be giving answers to the questions asked. Okay. So I'm going to see you guys next on Thursday. No, no, I'm not gonna see you next Thursday. I'm gonna see Sheep 2 tomorrow and then everyone together on Thursday. Right. Yay, thank you everyone for the welcome. Yes, so I'm gonna be ending this stream. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds just to be sure that everyone is hearing the right things. I wouldn't just cut the whole thing and then you're like, I'm not hearing her anymore. So yeah, see you on Wednesday and see you on Thursday.